How do we do again? Hey,
Hi everybody.
hey guys.
Hey.
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 Hi.
Hi. Hi. Hi. Hello. Hi.
Hi, Oni-chans and Oni-chans. How are you guys doing? Daisuki sukine.
You all make my
God,
kokoro go doki doki.
Oh, this.
This. What's up, everybody? My name is Brad,
My name is Jesse.
and we are here for another episode of Two Jacked Weebs. I am Weeb 1.
I am Weeb 2.
There's no pecking order to this. It's just whoever says number 1 first. Next week, Jesse will do the intro, and he'll be number 1.
Yeah. No matter what, we're just Weebs, so it doesn't really matter.
Equal opportunity Weebs. That's what's important.
Yep.
So, what are we talking about today?
I mean, you brought up a great idea right before recording here, so I think we should start that off. But I'm thinking about talking about best and worst anime worlds to live in. Yeah, what do you want to start first? Like best or worst? Like I don't know.
I think we got to set some ground rules. So I think, if we're talking like anime worlds to that you want to be in, we're not talking like you're gonna be a main character. I'm thinking like you're just a fucking.
I'm so glad you said.
You're just like a fucking NPC background scrub.
Yeah.
Like that's what you just if you're like if it's in Naruto, like you might see Naruto at the fucking ramen shack. But that's all you like associate with like the main characters and stuff like that.
I am so glad you said that because as I was making my list, I was thinking about that too. I was like, I'm pretty sure we're just gonna be living in this world. So we're gonna be like just as you're saying, an NPC or just a normal citizen. We're not gonna be Naruto. We're not gonna be any MC or anything, or even any like side characters for the MC. Like, I think we're generally gonna be just a background character.
Yeah, we're not asking the question like, who do you want to be? Whose powers do you want to have?
We're not having any fucking powers. Okay, first of all, we're gonna be a fucking straight, normal day-to-day worker, 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Go back to bed, have life insurance, blah blah
Salary
blah,
man.
blah.
You know, basically, it's like if we worked our regular ass salary jobs. What world would we want to do that in other than our own?
Yeah. Did you want to start it off, or do you want me to start it off?
I think you should start it off. I think you've got some ideas over there. I want to see what you got cooking.
Okay, awesome. It's a pretty I think you'd be a little surprised in some of the worst ones I have,
All right.
and some of the best ones. But I think my top world that I would actually love to be a part of, surprisingly, is Pokémon. You know,
That's dope, actually. That's a very good call.
like not even to be a Pokemon trainer or anything, but just having Pokemon do some of the things that would just make our lives better.
Yeah.
Right? Like I can't name any Pokemon off the top of my head 100%, but I can think of like some fire Pokemon to help us with like furnaces or melting or smelting like metals and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Or like some rock Pokemon to like gravitate some rocks and throw it around somewhere. Like I think it generally would make our lives so much better.
Yeah.
And it just makes sense because like no wonder their world is so advanced and like technologically advanced and like just beautiful in terms of like buildings, architecture, etc. 100% they have the help of Pokemon. I'm pretty sure we see Pokemon helping out as well.
Yeah, because they get free animal labor. Like, why wouldn't you like that?
Yeah, like you don't even need to pay them, just feed them. Like,
I know, that's fucked. It's like it's like the concept of a dog sled, but like on a like societal scale.
Yeah, like no, I'm pretty. You know how Nurse Joy has a Pokemon that helps her at a hospital? Imagine a Pokemon taking your blood and testing it and like beep beep bop. Yeah, we're saying it's whatever his fucking name is.
Okay, but can we like talk about the fact that Nurse Joy might also actually be a Pokemon because there's like fucking a million of her and they all look the same?
I'm pretty sure she's like a highly advanced Ditto.
Yeah.
That's just copy and pasted throughout the whole fucking country.
Yeah, her and Officer
world.
Jenny.
No, yeah, somehow this Officer Jenny's always there. In every single town that Ash goes, it's yeah,
just straight thirst trapping motherfuckers when you walk into that Pokemon Center.
Yeah, man. Oh fuck, dude. Imagine like a Ditto strip club, yo.
A Ditto strip club.
I'm just saying, man. Like, oh my god, Ditto could literally be anyone, right? You want to lap dance on a fucking 400-pound obese man? Go ahead. Ditto can turn into that, right? I think there's so much application
I love how you went
and
from like actual logical things, like, you know, they can help with societal infrastructure, and then you're like ditto strip club. That's
I'm just saying, man. There's so many different applications that Pokemon can help with in real life that we would definitely benefit. Like, you know how there's Electrobuzz and he just generates electricity?
yeah.
We would never have a shortage of electricity. Like, let's say, you know how like some third world countries, like let's say like Africa or even like North Korea, how they don't have access to electricity. Send Electrobuzz, get a generator going,
Yeah.
and he would just power it once a day, and then that's it. Bada boom, bada bing. You know?
No, the question has to be asked is that because there's a lot of Pokemon, right? Like, there's fighting types and water types, you know, you fucking name it. What is, not that you want to be a trainer, but like even regular ass people have Pokemon, right? Like the fucking delivery guy who like,
Yeah,
delivers
anyone
the
can have a
packages, like,
Pokemon. You and I could have a Pokemon.
that's what I'm saying. So like, what
Or
one
a
would you have if you had to pick one?
I don't even. That's a hard one. You know. Can I pick Charizard just for the sake of having Charizard? Like.
I'm gonna pick something really fucking mid. You ready for this?
Yeah.
I'd
what are you gonna pick?
want him a champ just so I constantly have a spotter in the gym.
You know what? Machamp would actually be pretty good. He would motivate you to work out. Like you know how what's the equivalent of calling you a bitch in Machamp language? Machamp.
Yeah, you don't know if he's hyping you up or if he's just being an asshole. It was like in his
Yeah.
language is like, look at this bitch ass motherfucker. Only
Yeah.
225? Fuck you.
I'm still thinking what Pokemon I would have. I think honestly probably like a Charmander or something. Just so like I would have like because I like to go camping and stuff, and it is a pain in the ass to start a fire, especially from scratch.
True. Yeah.
I think just recently this summer I started a fire without any lighter fluid or fire starter or anything. I just built one, and that honestly took me 45 minutes. Charmander could just spit on that thing after I put a pile of leaves and logs on, and I would have a fire.
That's true.
Or maybe at night if I want to go for a walk, I could have light.
He's just a little nightlight. Yeah, just a cute little lizard nightlight.
And if I ever get stranded in a blizzard, like Charmander, come here, give me a hug. I can stay warm at least. Might eat you a little bit, but at least warm me up.
And worst case scenario, you've got emergency food.
Yeah, exactly. Like just give me your leg. Just give me a little bit of your leg. And I know you can cook it right in the spot, and you can castrate the wound instantly. Right? You're not gonna bleed to death, right?
Cauterize, not castrate. We're not fucking trying to take his balls.
Sorry, cauterize. Yes. What else? What do you got here for our best anime world you want to live in?
Best world. I think honestly, Pokemon, you fucking nailed it with that one because, I mean,
I think
just
those like
regular ass people just can enjoy it.
Well, here's the second part to Pokemon. It's that like usually when they have major events in Pokemon, when like a Pokemon attacks, there's not that many casualties that you see in the anime. Obviously, that would be different in real life.
Yeah,
but I think that percentage chance of surviving would skyrocket. Because you would have Pokemon that could attack it, defend you. Like there's so much more that they can do besides just fighting an arena. In the world, right?
Yeah.
And then again, just based off the anime, like there's not that many casualties. So I'm pretty sure I would survive a giant fucking Mewtwo attack.
Yeah, that's fair. For best world for me, honestly, it's hard because you really kind of took the wind out of my sails on that one. I was thinking like, something just like weird shit's going down with the main characters and whoever they're fighting or whatever it is. Like, I just want to be left the fuck alone. What world can give me that safety?
If you're a normal salary man, what world would you want to be?
Right?
Let's flip it from the best. Let's go to the worst.
Okay.
And see. Yeah, because I think the worst ones are a lot easier to do.
The worst ones are a lot easier. I think my worst one would be probably I'm between like Attack on Titan.
Okay. That's also on my list.
And like Dragon Ball. Like, weirdly enough, like how many
really?
Because like how many fucking times has that world been destroyed just for no fucking reason in anyone's control other than the fact that Goku's an idiot and wants to fight strong people?
Okay, you know what? I will give you that. The only thing I actually had Dragon Ball Z on my best world to live in solely for the reason that when you die, there is a confirmed heaven, right? And you just go to the afterlife. with a little halo on top of your head, and you're still alive, and you can come back potentially.
I mean, you
Right?
can come back potentially, but the idea that like you keep your body and stuff like that. They said that you like only certain people get to keep their bodies after death. Like people.
That's
who, like,
fair,
really
man. At
have
least I
earned
know
it.
there's a heaven. You know,
True, yeah, that's fair.
You know, people here now they pray for a God that we don't know. There's a heaven. Again, I won't get too deep into that.
I was gonna say that's deep. Damn.
I'm just not gonna get too deep into that. But listen, again, I understand the Dragon Ball Z probably would suck ass realistically to live in, because just imagine going to work on a Tuesday and the fucking world's blowing up. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, like the fucking Saiyans arrive. You're like rolling into work with your coffee, and all of a sudden, like a Saiyan pod lands in your fucking parking lot. And you're like, well,
and just to fucking beast the shit out of you.
Yeah, just fucking. This is the worst
All right,
Monday I've ever lived in.
You know what? Fair. I will move that one actually on my list too. The worst.
That was the only reason. Like the afterlife thing, I didn't even consider, because like it's not like you're living in that world, you know what I mean? Like that's end game shit. But like if you had to like wake up, go to work every day, like the world itself is kind of cool. Like the technology, capsule technology and stuff like that is really neat.
They're pretty advanced. I think like quality of life would be fine, honestly. I think it'd be like a normal life. Honestly.
But like how often, like in Goku's lifespan of like 35 to 40 years, how many like world-ending events have there been in that time?
All right, you know what, fair. You got me. I'm moving that 100% down towards now. Then the afterlife was the only thing keeping it on the best, just because I know I would live after, and I could probably just dick around, and I don't have responsibilities. I just do whatever I want.
Yeah. All right. What's your worst?
My worst one, honestly. Okay. Keeping the theme of having pets and stuff like that, I think Digimon is actually quite shitty to live in.
True.
They do have the digital, like, again, I'm only talking about the Digimon world.
Yeah, like the digital world itself, yeah.
Yeah, like the normal world itself is like whatever, bleak, blah 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 blah. I'm talking about the digital world, because compared to Pokemon, they are a lot worse monsters that will definitely fuck you up.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And they will kill you. You know?
Yeah. Whereas like
I think
there's a dolphin Pokemon who's like a really cool water companion. Digimon, it'd have like a dolphin Digimon that straight up will like dolphin rape you, because like that's just what the world is.
That's what they do. And you know what? For some reason, he has a missile, right? Like I don't.
On the top and the bottom.
Yeah, like how did you evolve with a fucking nuclear missile on top of your head, right? I think Digimon would kind of suck ass to live in terms of dealing with that. Like, yeah, you can argue the point where you can get a Digimon that helps you. Highly doubt it, honestly. So chances are that you surviving Digimon attacks probably 0.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're pretty ruthless. They're pretty fucking scary. I did have another worse one that kind of ties in. Not really ties into Digimon, but I'm thinking just because you just started reading this one. And I think One Punch Man would actually suck ass to live in.
One Punch Man would fucking blow. My god, yeah, like, the amount of like world-ending shit that happens on like a weekly basis.
Yeah, and there's always monsters that attack in the city. Like imagine going for coffee with your girlfriend and you have some C-class hero trying to beat some dragon level fucking tornado monster.
Fucking true.
Decimating everyone, and you're just like, man, why did we get a C-class hero that kicks with fucking rockets on top of his feet that he can't use properly, right? Like,
that's so true. I would fucking hate that. I have a weirdly controversial one. For worst, I think I would hate to live in One Piece world.
Are you serious,
bro? Like,
you know what? That's fair.
Like,
thinking about it now.
First of all, like how corrupt the world is alone is fucked. But then you take into account that there's literal like massive amounts of criminal pirates sailing around who are just out to fuck shit up, and then there's also corrupt ass marines who just
will fuck
shit up. And then worst case scenario, you get both of them in your village on your island fighting, and now your fucking village is toast. And then extra bonus points. Emu's a fucking prick and is like, your islands are really close to mine. I'm gonna blow it up to see how big a hole I can make.
Yeah, you just don't exist anymore. See you later, buddy.
Right?
Peace
Like
out.
you never
Goodbye.
existed at all. Fuck you, Emu. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I think One Piece World
you know
would
what?
suck ass,
You know
especially
what? Yeah.
if you got a fruit, because then you just can't swim.
Well, imagine if you're just a normal salary man. Like let's say baker. Okay, there's no salary man there.
Right? Yeah.
Say you're just a baker and you get a devil fruit. You're
Yeah.
gonna be hunted by pirates for your devil fruit.
Yep.
And let's say you get a shitty one, like a fucking I don't even know, like Dance No Me or something. I know you just do really
Dance
cool
Dance Revolution,
moves,
no
right?
me.
Like something stupid like that, right? Like just because it's based off WoW, like, oh, someone really want to be good at DDR, so now you get that fruit.
I just
And what are you gonna do with
wanted
it?
To be
Nothing.
good at DDO.
Like
That's
can you
Kobenny's fruit.
imagine?
That's what that is.
Yeah, that's definitely Benny's fruit. Fuck. Actually, Chainsaw Man World would definitely suck to live into.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
putting that out there.
Especially because the built-in like power boost for the devils of like if you're scared of it, it's just stronger. Like that.
Who's not going to be
sucks.
scared of a devil? I would shit my pants if I saw even a low level, like let's say a grape devil, or tomato devil, right? We
Tomato
saw
Devil
that
was
in-
like scary looking when fucking it was
Yeah,
the first
like,
chapter, and it was like,
I would
what the fuck
definitely
is
be scared
that?
to see that in real life. Yeah, like I would see that, shit my pants, run away, and it would just, even though it's weak as hell, it could still probably pick me up and eat me.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine dying to a tomato. Like thanks guys.
And that's totally valid too. Is like you could potentially die from a goddamn tomato.
Yeah, like
Who was scared enough of tomatoes that a
at
devil
least
came
at least a darkness devil makes sense. You know, I'm scared of the dark, and this fucking hell demon comes up and just twists my body in every direction. You know, that makes sense. Yeah, it's a primal devil, right?
Yeah.
But imagine dying to a tomato devil or a grape devil or a fucking dust mite devil, like shit like that, right? Like I that would just suck.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Chainsaw Man would be the worst to fucking live in, just because like that built-in power boost for the devils is just so broken.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to best worlds.
All right.
So surprisingly, I put Sword Art Online.
Interesting. Like the actual
my
world,
best-
or like whatever.
Like the
fucking-
world,
the
the
game.
world in terms of that you can the game itself, really, just because like, so let's put away the side that the guy trapped, you know, thousands of people in his virtual world. Let's just put aside the fact that people are using it for assassinations, blah 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 blah. The fact that they are so technology advanced that they can put themselves in a digital world that's so realistic that you can't tell the difference, right?
True.
And you could do whatever you want. And you're not even like physically moving. You're just laying there. Like, I think gaming in terms of that aspect would go incredible, because I remember in season 2 when they were in that, like, I'm a big fan of FPSs and like shooters and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine playing a game like that, like of not even a first person shooter, like just literally being in a war and then you don't die, right? You know how fun that would be? Like I have a VR myself and I've played first person shooters and it is a lot of fun. Virtual reality is so much fun, and like just imagining like SAO world and having that technology, like that would be incredible.
Mm-hmm.
For just gaming. And then you could probably use it for different applications as well. Like imagine teaching with like let's say a medical student or like a surgery or doctor or something. Like you could use that technology for such good and like actual academic
Yeah, just like
academic
academic
uses.
pursuits and like advancement and
like-
stuff like that. Like
Imagine building a bit, like showing the guy ropes of doing construction or how to, you know, build a home or set up wire, like blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like there's so much applications that you use that technology for.
well, you're right.
besides
Like
just gaming
surgery,
as well.
like you can practice getting good at surgery on a body that's not real.
Yeah,
That's really
And
cool.
then-
That's true. That's really cool.
that was like the only something. But again, putting aside the fact that people used it for murder and trapping thousands of people for years, yeah, blah 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 blah, blah whatever.
Molesting underage girls, you know.
Yeah,
all the to be fair,
cool,
if we had that technology, you know, the 100%, that's the shit that would happen first. Like,
yeah, like yes, I mean There's already things like that right now, and to be honest, especially VR chat. I'm just gonna glide over that because I don't want to talk about that too much, but
Fair.
definitely would come up. But I'm just saying, thinking of the good over the bad. There's a lot of good you could use that for.
Yeah, that's true. I think a weird one to want to live in. I would be down to live in Death Note world.
Really? Isn't it just a normal world?
It's a normal ass world. Like, think about it, it's just you again with the concept of like we just work day jobs, and now we can work those day jobs, but like crime basically doesn't exist anymore because everyone's too scared of being killed.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Like if you're just a normal ass person going by your day to day, like the shit that happens in Death Note literally doesn't impact you, other than the fact that like the place you live is now a little bit safer.
I think it would be pretty similar to like Korea or Japan because there's like zero crime there basically.
Yeah,
obviously it still happens, but look at them. They're thriving. They can leave their fucking stuff at a random cafe and walk away for 2 hours and come back. It's still there.
Yeah, doors unlocked and walk the streets at night. Like, you know, the crime rate is a lot lower. But yeah, like
Death Note would actually be pretty solid because there's no crime.
Yeah,
I 100% agree on that one.
Yeah, it's because it's basic. You know, if you wanted to have like a crazy experience, like I like yours because you're like, okay, let's change the game, and like the people who live in these worlds have just like a better quality of life because of the world. That's really cool. Like again, like you came out of fucking swinging with Pokemon, like that immediately changed up all of my ideas for this topic.
Yeah, I kind of put quite a bit of thought into my list here. Like some of my worst ones I have. You already took two of mine that I put on my list, but like imagine living in Tokyo Ghoul, right?
Yeah, fuck that.
Imagine like going around town and your neighbor could literally be a ghoul and he could eat you. Like why would I want to live in a world where my neighbor could eat me? Yeah. And then they do massive attacks on the town, and then you just have a bunch of ghouls with like crazy fucking tentacles and arms and whatever, right? Or a giant fucking ghoul, like the one-eyed king, whatever, and he just decks you, and you're just sent flying and dying, right? Who would want to live in that world? And like chances of you becoming a ghoul is fucking like 0.01%, right? Or
yeah, like that was a one-off with Kaneki. Like he was literally just like,
he died. Like he got eaten, and then.
Well, yeah. Then like even the doctor that experimented on him was like, "You're the only successful experiment that I've pulled over like hundreds." Like there was literally just like
yeah. Like I think Tokyo Ghoul would suck to live in.
Yeah, Tokyo Ghoul would blow. I still think Attack on Titan would fucking suck ass because, like, not only do you have to worry about Titans busting down the walls and eating people and stuff like that, sure, that sucks. But
I had the CN Tower chasing me. Like, fuck.
Yeah, but
what am I gonna do?
But if you look at, like, just the average person's quality of life, like, I know it's like sort of. Like not quite medieval, like there's like
it's a little past medieval. They have some technology, but
yeah, like it's some like early like 1900s kind of thing, but like that quality of life fucking sucks.
It sucks. I bet everyone stinks there too.
Oh, 100%. And then you still have like the royalty who just literally live like kings, and they're just like, who fucking cares? But then like if you live in the inner rings, you're safer, but then you know the walls fall.
Are you really safer? Are you really safer with like 40 to 50 colossal titans surrounding you?
Well, I mean, like, assuming that you don't remember, or like you haven't gotten to that point yet, and you don't know that the colossal titans have made the walls and all that.
That's
like,
okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
If you just look at that world and you're like, okay, like if the outer walls fall, whoever is surviving comes further and further in. Like your resources are very limited because you can only farm within the walls. And everyone.
I'm actually glad you brought that up because I was gonna say they have already limited resources, like very limited.
Yeah, like their whole world is just like it's almost like it has a cow. It's like kind of like if you think about it, it's almost like Gurren Lagann, like how only so many people can live underground because like they only have so much space to expand. It's kind of like that, but you know, above ground, and you also might get eaten by titans.
Yeah, I would definitely not want to live in a Titan. Well, think about this. Their way of war against Titans is strapping an air canister to you so you can fly basically in the sky with fucking essentially razor blades for swords that can break, and then you have to constantly replace them.
The
Right? Like
rate of error in that. How many cadets do they go through who just like rocket themselves into a fucking brick wall
they
and
just die.
splat
The,
like a
the death
paintball?
rate is so high, and then they just don't care because like, well, it's for the sake of humanity. So even if you do die,
Yeah, you
there's
could
10
either
more
be a
people.
poor scrub who can barely afford food, or you can go into the military and potentially survive, maybe.
Yeah, let's not just give you guns. And you know what? They don't even have proper guns down there, if I recall. It's like air kiss. It's like a one-shot pistol, whatever they have.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, they're
And
like,
yeah, they haven't figured out clips or magazines or fucking gas piston guns or anything like that. They
yeah,
just it's what it is what it is basically.
yeah, pretty much. You know what one would actually be pretty cool to live in, like just for the average person? My Hero would be pretty cool.
Ah,
Cause
that
like,
was my second last one I have.
yeah, cause like, what is it? Something like 95 or 96% of people are born with a quirk. So even if you have like a shitty quirk, at least you still can do something cool. Like,
Yeah, you have a quirk at least, man.
yeah, like it's unique, and it's sort of like if you want to go into the hero course or whatever, like, you can still be an NPC but still go to the hero course because it's basically just their like university
It's
or
a school.
college there. Yeah, it's a school.
Yeah.
So like you could still be a hero but not be like the main character. It's like in Naruto, like everyone could be a ninja if they go to the ninja school, but you're just some background Jonin scrub who gets taken out whenever
Background
shit
Jonin scrub.
goes down, right? Like, but yeah, with the hero course, it's like you can even go into like the support course if you're really good with, tech or whatever it is. They have like the fucking marketing course that they brought up in the most recent arc, who are like videotaping the final fight. Like, there's so many applications for just like normal, not even normal people. They're not normal people. They all have like some kind of ability, but they've just made their abilities normal.
Yeah, it's similar to Pokemon where they could just use their powers for whatever essentially. Like there's a cement guy, if I recall, the principal's the cement dude.
Yeah, just make I need a house here, and then boop, there you go. Like, you have a
I got
house.
you, man. I got you. Just make one real quick.
Yeah, like no effort whatsoever.
I think my last one I have on my list for best world that I would live in is. Do you recall an anime called Angel Beats by any chance?
Oh God, I never.
It's not
I
like a
never
normal
watched
typical
it.
shonen
I
or
know it, but
anything.
I've never watched it. But please continue.
Okay, just for the viewers and for yourself, it's just another world after you die. So you do have to die. It's a normal world, but when you die, you just get if you don't accept death, blah blah blah, you get sent to a different world. In this case, it's a high school, and you can just do whatever you want. You can't die again, and you just live your life like normal, but you have just the ability to do whatever you want and live how you like and just have fun every single day. I think as a retirement, in terms of if you do ever get to that point in that world, having that, like, it's like kind of like heaven, kind of, I guess. I don't know.
It sounds a lot like the concept of heaven. Like, you just,
Yeah, and then
everything is great.
You can just do whatever you want. Again, like the way that they get out of that world and get reincarnated is they have to accept their death or something like that, and blah blah blah. Again, you don't have to. You just have fun every day, man.
Yeah, true.
And if you get bored of that and you want to go back to the real world and get reincarnated, you just accept death, like, and then you just have your final goodbyes, blah blah blah. Okay, see you guys in the next life.
Yeah,
Rinse and
that's-
repeat. You know.
That's pretty good, actually. That's you're fully in control of like everything now.
Yeah, if I recall the anime right. Again, viewers, if I'm not, you guys correct me. But if it's been years since I've seen it, but I do remember that anime being one of my favorite ones that I used to watch a lot.
Yeah, that's solid. That's a good one. I think that's a good one to end on. A nice happy note for people. I'll
I mean, I do have
answers.
one more worse one. I think you would agree too.
Oh, fucking hit me with it.
And it's obviously Berserk.
Oh God, yeah.
For many obvious reasons. Okay, just not only do they all suck, everyone sucks. It's all like medieval times.
Everyone sucks in Berserk
Yeah,
world.
like no matter what, no one's really that good. Okay.
It's true. Even like the heroes are just like, you guys are terrible people.
Yeah, but we're following your story, so we have to follow it.
That's so
But
fucking
imagine the monsters you have to deal with. Imagine the royal army of Griffith, and then like that's your saving grace. But you don't know actually that he's a fucking what did they call him again? He's the fifth,
Falcon of Light or something like that.
something like that, and he just commands demons and monsters. And sure, he wants to reunite everyone. We don't know that. We don't really know that he wants to reunite everybody.
Yeah. Have you seen this guy's history? He's a prick.
This guy sacrificed so fucking squadron just to become this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then if I recall the latest chapters, you just have these giant, it's a whole on like scale war, and then you have this giant sun god beam dude just destroying your town even though you worshipped him. Like, man, living in that world would just be awful. I would hate my life.
Even just as like a basic human being, because like imagine all of the people who are just like they've got to hitch up a caravan and go over to the next town, but like there's just bandits waiting to fucking murder and do other things. That's not even just part of the story. That's just like part of that life.
Yeah, it's just part of that life. Imagine you're a bandit, right? You're a bad guy, and you murder, kill people, blah blah blah. And you're a successful bandit, right? And you're making a name for yourself. You got money. You're living. And then you have a giant motherfucker with a giant fucking sword comes up and just snaps you in half. No, not even snaps you, just swipes you in half. How do you defend against that? You don't.
Not even smoothly. Like Guts doesn't slice. Guts just shoves his dull sword into you until you break in half.
Yeah. and then you're dead, right?
Yeah.
Like, no matter what, the good, the bad, the evil, whatever, it all sucks.
It all sucks.
There's nothing good about Berserk in terms of that world. Great story, by the way.
Berserk is easily one of the best stories out there. If you've never read 100%. Berserk, fucking do it.
Just don't live in that world.
Yeah, just don't live there.
Yeah, go to Pokémon.
Go to Pokémon.
Pokemon will treat you right, at least.
I got one more, and I'm super on the fence on whether it would be really cool or really fucking awful. It's like middle ground for both, I think. The world of Disboard in No Game No Life.
You know what? I also thought that one. You want to hear my personal opinion on that one?
Do it.
I think it would suck.
I think it would suck too.
Like, I think it's a cool concept. I think it'd be cool and great. Like, but once you lose, you're dead. You're gone.
But literally everything is based on fucking games. So like, you want to get a mortgage for a house? They're like, all right, we'll approve you for a fucking 1% mortgage if you can beat me at chess. Like, fuck, man.
What if you fucking suck at chess or checkers? Imagine tic-tac-toe, okay?
Right? Rock, paper, scissors.
Like, hey, you wanna marry my daughter? Beat me in tic-tac-toe. You lose, obviously, real quick. And then he just kills you, and then your daughter's out of a lover.
Just it just doesn't. Everything based on games is so wild that I'm just like, it must be really, really good for people who are really good at games. I suck at games. I would be so destitute. Like, I would just be living on the streets, being like, please just give me something. Food, shelter.
No game.
Yeah. No game. Exactly.
No more games.
No game. No life. That would be me.
Exactly. Well, then there's some games is based on luck, right? Imagine playing slots. Hey, you want to eat at McDonald's? Hey, can I order a Big Mac? Yeah. Only if you hit a jackpot.
I don't know.
Slots.
Can you?
Like, man, I just want a burger, bro. But I have to stay for 7 hours spinning slots so I win something. Yeah, like I think the concept of the world is cool. I think the world itself is actually beautiful and sick and everything.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
I think actually living there would just be awful as a commoner.
Oh yeah.
Like, obviously you're not gonna be the MC who's just a god in every fucking game with, a lolly sister. But I think it
had
just
to bring in the lollies, didn't you?
I just had to sprinkle it there because it is part of that series. Like,
Is a
I'm
very
not a
heavy part
huge
of that series.
yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that part, but
I love how No Game No Life has like this really solid like fantasy approach of like, hey, there's these two genius kids who now get to live in this like world of games. Also, he kind of wants to fuck his sister. We didn't need that.
we definitely don't need that. It's there for the viewers, for you guys. Oh, it's 12. Oh yeah, thanks guys. Oh,
The funny thing too is that like Sora has like a full ass harem of female characters as well. Like he didn't need to have the thing with Shiro.
I know. It's disturbing. I don't know. Japan's weird. I'm just
And
not gonna notice
no,
that part.
Japan is weird.
Yeah, Japan. You guys are weird. Love you.
Love you,
Love you
but-
guys. Love your culture and food, but
Yeah, you
some
guys
animes
might
are
need to
fucked
seek
up.
some therapy just to be safe, you know.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little therapy.
All right, I think that'll do it.
Yeah, I think that's a good list for the best, worst, and best worlds to live in and worst worlds to live in.
Yeah.
I think some of the major, like, oh, actually, you know what? One more. Yeah, Demon Slayer, shitty world to live in.
Oh,
Just
definitely.
put that out there.
Yeah, anything
Like,
where you're
imagine-
like potentially just like a victim of random happenstance.
Yeah, like I think, yeah, any main MC or any main shonen, I think would just suck to live in.
Mhm.
You know, just putting that out there. There's obviously a lot of like slice of life animes that would just be normal to live in, like let's say Toradora, like this is a normal world. Yeah, or another, like I think relatively that'd be fine to live in. Just don't go to that place or don't have a ghost teacher teaching you, you know, whatever.
Yeah. As if it's that just don't have a ghost teacher teaching you. Be in control
Yeah.
of that choice.
I mean, just realistically, chances of that happening to everyone or anyone,
Oh, it's
right? Like,
slim.
say it's just like nothing. It'd just be a normal day of school or a normal day of work, right?
Yeah, imagine going to that school, but like not being in that haunted class. You're just in the class next to them, and you're constantly seeing shit go down. Like, holy shit!
Dude,
Did you hear a girl just got impaled by her umbrella? Fuck.
Yeah, no, imagine you're walking to the bathroom, you just see some girl just, and she's just dead on the floor, or you're walking in the courtyard and bam, some girl just drops to her death 4 stories up.
Yeah, like that would be mentally scarring. But other than that, the world's fine, I guess.
Yeah, this is a normal world.
You guys should absolutely leave comments on what world you would and wouldn't want to live in, because I can guarantee that there's other ones out there that are just
Yeah, let
both
us know the ones
awful
that
and
you.
awesome to be in.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think. It'd be great to hear from you guys.
Yep, and we'll be back shortly with a new episode. Maybe we'll play a little game of anime Would You Rather.
Ooh, I would like that one. That one does sound a little spicy.
Yeah, spicy is a good way to
Yeah,
put
would
it.
you rather kiss Naruto or kiss Sasuke? Personally, I kiss both, but hey.
Secret option
I don't
C,
know.
both of them simultaneously, and then Rock Lee after.
just for the cherry on top.
I can't help it if his bowl cut reminds me of a dick and gets me turned on. Whatever. I'll edit that out. It's fine. I'll edit it out.
On that note, thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate you guys all that listen. See you all next time.
Thanks, everybody, and don't forget to get your macros.
Yeah, get your macros in, boys.
Get your
Like and
macros.
subscribe.
Yep.
It's Jesse.
This is Brad.
Take care, guys.
Easy.